students, this is your accounts class. We have done journal chapter, most probably half chapter we have done. Now we will continue this chapter in this video also. This is part 5 of journal chapter. Today we will do some special journal entries that are fixed. No change in journal entry in every cases. Okay, now we will do that special journal entries. Let's start. First of all, we will do opening entry. What is opening entry? On 31st March, every businessman close the account. This is the end of financial year. And on 31st March, profit of that year is find out. And what is the position of business? What are the business having? Business के पास कितनी assets हैं, कितनी liabilities हैं? For that balance sheet is prepared. So on 31st March accounts are closed, and again on 1st April of that year, for example on 31st March 2019 accounts are closed. Then on 1st April 2019 again accounts are open. When accounts are open, then first of all, first entry of journal on 1st April 2019 of every year, we will pass the opening entry. What we will do the opening entry? In opening entry, all the assets and liabilities of the previous year are transferred to the next year. Then how we will pass this opening entry? In the opening entry, all the assets account debit. जितनी भी assets हैं firms के पास, that will be debit. For example, firms are having stock of previous year, that will be debit. Firms are having cash balance of previous year. Firm will bring that previous year's assets in the next year. For that opening entry will be passed. So previous year cash, previous year stock, previous year bank balance, previous year machinery, previous year furniture account. All the assets which are firm are having, that will be debit. For example, some persons are there of previous year from whom firm has to take money. Those are called debtors. Then also debtors will be debit. All these assets are given to you directly. You have with same amount that is given to you in the question, you will debit with the same amount. After that, all the liabilities account will be credit. Liabilities, creditor is the main liability. If is there any outstanding expense, what is the outstanding expense? If any expense that firm has not paid of the previous year, that are the outstanding expense, the firm has to pay these expense. These are known as liability of the firm. So that will be also credited in the opening entry. Creditors, outstanding expense, any loan is pending, then to loan account. Then except this, if any assets or liabilities will be given in the question, then all that assets will be debit and all that liabilities will be credit. What is the rule of journal entries? That total of debit and total of credit should be equal. If capital is given to you, these are assets, these are liabilities. What is the rule? You know that assets is equal to liability plus capital. So these are the total of assets, these are the total of liability. Now capital is pending, then difference of total of debit and total of credit will be treated as capital. To capital account, you can write here balancing figure. It means difference. Balancing figure means difference. In some opening is given to you. Capital is also given to you, assets are also given to you, and liabilities are also. Assets, liabilities, capital. These three things are given to you. Then total of debit and total of credit should be equal. But by chance, if total of debit and total of credit are not same, then what will you do? If credit side is more than debit side, total of credit side is more than debit side, then we will open account in debit side, goodwill account debit. That is balancing figure. Difference of debit and difference of credit. Keep in mind that if capital is given, then goodwill account will come. If capital is not given, then difference of debit and credit we will put in the capital account. But if capital is given, then difference will be transferred to the goodwill account. But if difference is on credit side, debit side total is more than credit side, then we should open one new account on credit side. Then which new account will be open? To capital reserve account. This is the capital nature profit of the firm. Then difference will be transferred to the capital reserve. Now again I am revising that if all the assets and all the liabilities are given only, capital is not given, then total of debit and total of credit we will deduct. The difference will be transferred to the capital account. If capital is given, then total of debit and total of credit we will check. If it's equal, then doesn't matter, it's okay. But if these are total of debit and total of credit of all the accounts are not equal, then if debit is less, then difference we will write in the goodwill account. If credit is less, then difference we will transfer to the capital reserve account. So this entry is called opening entry. Only one entry will be passed for the all the assets and liabilities. Okay. Yes students, now we will do some special entries that will be passed in mostly every business. First of all, we will do bad debts. What is bad debts? Bad debts means in basic chapter also we have discussed bad debts. Bad debts means डूबी हुई money. When any debtor from whom firm has to take money, but sometimes that debtor doesn't give money to the businessman. So that money is known as bad debts. So bad debts is a loss of the firm. So bad debts is that money that due to the debtors but not received from debtors. Okay. So bad debts is the loss of firm and all the losses are debit according to the nominal account rule. Then which is the entry for this? Bad debts account debit. For example, firm has to take rupees 10,000 from any debtor, but debtor is able to give only 5,000. 50% money he can give. He doesn't have. He become insolvent. The debtor has become insolvent. Insolvent means when any person is declared from the court that he is not able to pay his dues, then that person is known as insolvent. Then what entry will be passed for that? From 10,000 firm is receiving 5,000. Then 5,000 are bad debts and 5,000 cash is coming. Then for bad debts 5,000. Cash account debit, cash is also coming. 5,000 to the debtors account 10,000. Okay. If all the money of debtors is bad debts, nothing we are receiving from debtors, then no need to write the cash account. You have to write only bad debts account debit to debtors 10,000, 10,000. If some money we are receiving, then we will write the cash account with bad debts account. Fine. Now next is bad debts recover account. Sometimes any debtors is able to give us money of bad debts in the next year. In future, when he has money and he want to maintain his relation with the firm, then he can return the money to the firm that we have in the bad debts account. So when any debtors pay the bad debts amount that we have done in the previous year, that money is known as a bad debts recover account. So this is the income of the firm that will be credit. Cash is coming. Then which entry will be passed? Cash is coming. So we will debit the cash account. Cash account debit to bad debts recover account. Keep in mind that cash account debit to bad debts recover. Students are doing mistake that they are doing cash account debit to that debtor's name they will write. But it's wrong. You will not write the debtor's name. You will open a one new account, bad debts recover account. It's the income of the firm. So that's why it will be credit, because we have closed the account of that debtor. No need to open the account of the debtor for one entry. So we will write the entry cash account debit to bad debts recover account, that how much money that we are recovering for debtors that we have put in the bad debts in the previous year. For example, in previous year we have put the 5,000 in bad debts. Now that debtors is giving us 3,000. Then we will write 3,000, 2,000. We will not put in any account that remaining 2,000. It's already in bad debts account. Fine. So bad debts, for bad debts account debit to debtors. If cash is coming, then bad debts account debit, cash account debit to debtors. Okay. If all money will be bad debts, then no need to write the cash account. Now bad debts recover, cash account debit to bad debts recovered account. Next journal entry is related to outstanding expense account. Now what is the outstanding expense? I have told you just before 5 minutes. Outstanding expense is that expense which firm has not paid till the end of year. So at the end of year on 31st March, we will put that expense in outstanding expense account. So this is the liability of the firm. Then which entry will be passed for this? If firm will pay the expense, then entry will be passed expense account debit to cash account. But if firm is not able to pay the expense on that current year, then expense will be debit to, instead of cash we will write to outstanding expense account. Fine. Now what is prepaid expense? Prepaid expense are those expense which firm has pay in current year, but its expense are related to next year. Okay. So what is the simple meaning of prepaid expense? Expense paid in advance by the firm. These expenses are known as prepaid expense. So these expenses are related to next year, but we are paying these expenses into current year. Okay. So prepaid expenses are related to the next year, but firm are paying these expenses in the current year. So to calculate the profit and loss of current year, we will not include these prepaid expense because these are not related of the current year, these are related to the next year. Then which entry will be passed? Keep in mind that outstanding expense is liability of the firm and prepaid expense is assets of the firm. Okay, we are paying in advance, so these are the assets of the firm. We can take back any time when, so this is the assets. Okay. then which entry will be passed for the prepaid expense? Prepaid expense account debit to that expense account, क्योंकि we have to less these expense from the total expense we have paid. For example, firm had paid total expense of this year 15,000, but 5,000 of related to the next year. So we will deduct that 5,000 from that expense. That's why we have credited the expense account. Okay. So हमें expense less करने हैं ना, कम करने हैं. So that's why we have credited the expense account. We will write that only prepaid expense that are related to the next year. Okay. We will write, for example, 5,000 of the next year. Then we will write here 5,000. Okay. For the outstanding expense, expense account debit to outstanding expense, and for the prepaid expense account debit to expense account, because all the assets are debit and all the liabilities are credit. Now depreciation. What is depreciation? Depreciation, when any firm use the assets continuously, then there will be gradually धीरे धीरे reduce in the prices of that market price of that assets. assets use होती है, उसकी value कम होती है, so that value is decreased, that is known as depreciation. For Hindi we use a घिसावट, घिसती है assets. Okay, so this is the loss of the firm, but we are not paying cash these expense to anyone. हमारी assets की value कम हो रही है, but we are not paying any cash for these expense. So this is a non-cash expense, but it is the loss of the firm. For that's why all the losses are debit. We will debit the depreciation account. Then which entry will be passed for this? Depreciation account debit, because it's a loss, to cash is not paying, but our assets value is decreasing. So we will write to that assets account. On which assets we are charging depreciation, that assets account will be credit for the depreciation. Then entry will be passed depreciation account debit to assets account. Okay. Now next is interest on capital account. Now what is interest on capital? When firm is paying to the proprietor, capital is that money which is invested by the proprietor, then firm is paying interest on capital to the owner. But what is the rule? Firm never pay any amount to the owner in cash. Whichever amount is due to the owner, that will be transferred to the capital account. And capital account balance is always credit. We have done in the rule of capital account always credit. But interest on capital is the expense of the firm. So that's why all the expense are debit. So which entry will be passed for this? Interest on capital account debit to capital account. That it will be transferred to the capital account. So that's why we will not write cash. We will write to capital account. Mostly percentage is given. For example, 5% interest on capital is there, and firm capital balance is 1 lakh. Then 5% of 1 lakh 5,000. Then firm will pay 5,000 to the owner as interest on capital. Then we will write here interest on capital to capital account 5,000. Okay. Now interest on drawing. If firm is paying interest on capital, then firm can charge interest on drawing. फॉर्म ड्राइंग पे इंटरेस्ट चार्ज भी कर सकती है ओनर से. सो दिस इज द इनकम ऑफ द फर्म. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट विल बी क्रेडिट टू इंटरेस्ट ऑन ड्राइंग. As firm is not paying cash to the proprietor, then proprietor also not pay cash to the firm interest on drawing. For that, drawing account will be debit. Drawing account debit to interest on drawing. Interest on capital is expense, so that's why it will be debit, and interest on drawing is income, so that's why it will be credit. For interest on drawing, drawing will be debit, and for interest on capital, capital will be credit. Okay. Yes, student. So today we have done 7 and 1 is opening entry. 8 journal entries, special journal entries today we have done. Okay, so your homework is that you have to learn these all journal entries and do the illustration related to these journal entries from your book. Only 1-2 illustration are related from in your book for this. After that more examples are there. You have to do only 15 and 14, 2 questions. So today your homework, learn these journal entries and do question number 14 and 15, illustration also and practical question also. Okay, fine. Good day. Have a nice day.